Dude, I swear I want to go to a Target right now and just throw you into the aisles.
Oh man, I'm gonna steal so many freaking GoPros and just record myself beating the shit out of you.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. This is Chiefin. They thought quarantine was enough. Nah, we're quarantined and we're curfewed. Welcome back to another week, guys.
That's it, man. I'm gonna freaking loot your house now. How dare you say that?
How do you take quarantine to like the third degree? Right now we're at like the second degree of quarantine and curfew.
I saw someone
Like
put
you
this,
take away our Wi-Fi?
someone posted it. They're like, I miss the stimulus check and Tiger King series of quarantine. What the fuck is this writing shit? I don't like this episode of Black Mirror.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate when they take the story arcs in a negative direction.
I hate when they take it into like a really dark zone. I don't like that. It's a weird direction to take.
Yeah, like season 3 of Ozark right now. I'm over it. Or I already watched it, but like the mom's character. I know you haven't seen it, so I won't divulge too much.
You just divulged
But
everything.
she's a mom.
You just divulged everything. I don't need to see it now.
Nah, I said there's a dark story. Yeah. I didn't divulge anything.
The mom. She's dead.
Speaking of new Netflix series, I saw Space Force.
What'd you think about it? Because the first episode, I thought the jokes just weren't landing. Second episode, they kind of brought it together. Third episode, same thing. Fourth episode, I just don't know how to feel about it. I think I'm on like episode 6.
I think it should be. I think the third episode was really funny. It made me laugh a ton. Whenever Benny Schwa gets more lines, I laugh my ass off.
Yeah, I really like
But
when the monkey like goes off and he's all like, that monkey better keep his mouth shut.
He's fucking hilarious. But I mean, the show's perfect background show, and I think. But you haven't got to the end. The end made me just like.
Oh, you finished the whole thing.
At the very end, the last episode, it just made me like cringe, like what they did with one of the scenes. It was like, what is this? But at that point, I didn't take the show seriously, so I was just like, all right, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it because it's Steve Carell and Ben Schwartz, and there's a couple of other people on there that I actually really like.
John Malkovich.
Yes, John Malkovich. He is funny in that show. I didn't know he could be funny like that, but like he's like he plays more serious roles, but like just his very dry humor and like it sounds like he's always talking down to you. I think it's hilarious.
That was a long tangent, but yeah, everyone, we're in curfew right now, so we're not allowed to be out of the house right now unless we're going to work, which I think is weird for where we live, because if there's anywhere in the world where I would think that there's zero looting going on, it's where we live. But I mean,
yeah, but it can spread pretty fast.
Whatever. I would be shocked if there was looting going on where we live.
Hey, it could happen, man. You never know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I would be shocked. There's like every other like thing, every other like misjustice or miscarriage of justice, whatever, that inspired like riots or protests before over the last like decade. There's been nothing here.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Okay, so you prove one legit point that makes me not want to punch you right in the face.
Dude, I swear I want to go to a Target right now and just throw you into the aisles.
Oh man, I'm gonna steal so many freaking GoPros and just record myself beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, so we're here. Again, I mean, this podcast was spawned out of the idea of trying to distance ourselves from the craziness of everyday life. And so we're not going to get too deep into everything that's going on in the world. But we're here to provide some fun and entertainment.
That's what we're here for,
Just
guys.
crazy that,
and if you're not laughing, then you suck.
You can go F off.
Then I'm going to take you to a Target, steal all the GoPros, and record myself beating the shit out of each and every one of.
Yeah. But I hope you guys have been enjoying this podcast, and like us, over the last few months, I hope you've been S-ing some D's, if you know what I mean. Socialing at distances.
Socialing some distances?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. I didn't know. That's not.
Whoa, man! What'd you think I was saying?
I was thinking searching some destroy. I don't know. Okay, all I could think of was Scooby Doo. We were Scoobying some Doo. How about that?
I like that.
Yeah. It still sounds sexual though, and now it has ruined a TV series that I loved as a kid. So I think I'm doing more damage to myself here.
Ruh-roh.
Right? Like Zoink Scoob?
Like Zoink Scoob, 6 feet away. SMD.
Come on, guys. We gotta get more hand sanitizer.
That was good. That was really good.
Thank you.
It sounded either like whatever Ascot Boy is, or like a early '90s video game character. Like you could have been in Star Fox right there.
Yeah, that was Fred. That was my impression of Fred.
Where's my glasses?
Jinkies.
That's scrappy.
Oh, that was actually pretty good too.
Which one was that?
You didn't hear my
Ginger?
Velma? I said,
Jinkies.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
not bad. I don't know how Daphne sounds, so I'm not gonna even try that
I
one.
mean, it's Fred.
You sound like a guy. Like if they had that as the voice for the character, I would have stopped watching Scooby-Doo a long time ago.
I'm really good at doing impressions, like repeating what people say, but in terms of like sounding like them, I'm not your guy. But I'll repeat what someone says.
So you're just basically
Really
you're
good.
a parrot, but you have no ability to actually sound like the other person.
Yeah, I am not a crook.
That was great. That was Terminator, right? Nice.
Yeah, and I'll be back. All right, on this week's episode, we thought it would be fun to take a look back. Let's have a blast from the past, if you will. And we're going to go through 3 things that our parents lied to us about that we found out are cold, hard fibs. I already said lies, so I can't say lie again.
Do you want to do that one over?
No, I think I freaking nailed
Okay,
that,
yeah.
dude. I think it's really interesting seeing, like, when you... This is one thing. I think it's really interesting, like, when you grow up and you see how other people live and, like, the things that they think are normal. Like, you go to someone's house and they call the remote control the clicker, and you're like, whoa, this guy's a psycho. I can't be friends with him. Or you go to your buddy's house and he goes, hey, you want some cereal? You're like, yeah, sure. They pour you a bowl and you're, like, eating water cereal because you've never ate 2% milk before.
Or you
Just
see
seeing
him
how
like a
other
freaking psychopath pouring the milk before the cereal.
Oh, yeah. That guy instantly not your friend anymore.
Yeah, you're like, oh, dude, actually, you know what? My mom just texted me. I have to run home right now.
Texted. It's 1999.
Shit. He's like,
Zoinks.
what's a text?
Radical.
Schlom licking, brah. I'll see you later, dude.
I think it's really cool to see, or interesting at least, to hear how other people live. So we wanted to take that a step further and talk about some lies that we were told while growing up. And I think it'll be interesting to see overlaps of, things that everyone's heard and then some things that might be more unique to us. But that's what we're doing. 3 lies that our parents told us that we have never forgiven them for.
Now wait, are these personally like yours? Like your parents lied to you about, or did you ask around?
No, these are all from my parents.
Oh, really? Okay. I asked around a bit. I mean, I have some that were actually told to me directly, but they were all like ones that everyone else had as well. So I kind of
same, dude. Like, 2 of mine are like will be shared by other people. 1 of them won't.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that 3 of mine will. Oh, 2 of mine might be shared by other people, but 1 for sure won't.
All right, you start us off.
All right. No, you pulled this shit last week. You are starting us off this time. You're like, I am going to bestow the honor upon Daniel to do it.
Actually, I call rank Ninny of the Week.
Shit.
You go first.
Oh, man. That is upsetting. But as you...
Let the record show my arms are up.
As you command, you ninny obliges. Okay, so for the record, this one was not my parents. I heard this from, oh god, I think it was Claire. Yeah, she told me. The ice cream truck only plays music when they are all out of ice cream.
Oh, that's messed up. They told that to Claire?
Well, Claire heard it from someone. I don't know who she heard it from, but she was like, you've got to use this one. This is insane. I can't believe this is even...
Fuck.
So, like,
up.
the kids would be, all excited. They're like, oh, that's the ice cream truck. Yeah, but he only plays that song when he's all out of ice cream, so... I'm sorry. Man. We can't get any.
Why is everyone else running out there?
Well, their parents didn't tell them that the ice cream truck is all out of ice cream when they play the music.
Yeah, they're out of ice cream for you. Go to your room.
Yeah, go to your room and bring me my belt because
so
I'm coming
cruel.
up there to whoop your ass.
It's
so
like, it's Christmas, but Santa only comes around when he's out of presents, just to stop by to eat your cookies.
Santa only comes by if you were a bad kid, and he only gives bad presents. He never gives anything nice. So just prepare yourself in life because you're going to get screwed regardless.
Oh, that's so sad that this happened to people. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I was shocked when I heard him. Like, no way. That is insane. Who would do that to their kid? I mean, what's ice cream, like $1.50 at most?
If that, dude. And low key, best part about the ice cream trucks is the Mexican candy they have on there.
I mean, the Mexican candy's pretty good. Like the God, what were those?
Like the mango suckers and stuff.
Those are pretty decent. But were the candy cigarettes? Those weren't Mexican candy, were they?
I don't know if I ever got those.
Oh, you didn't? Oh man, I always thought it was so cool to have them. Like, what's funny, I don't smoke, but I thought it was the coolest thing in the world to smoke when I was a kid because I knew so many adults that did. And I'm like, check this out. What's this?
What? I don't even remember candy cigarettes. Did they just look like cigarettes and you they were suckers?
Basically, yeah. They just were like little white, they look like pieces of chalk pretty much.
Were they advertised as candy cigarettes?
I don't even know. I just remember having them a couple of times when I was a kid. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. And then I realized, shit, they're not even that good. I'd rather have something enjoyable. And then I started having, like the wonky-faced Spider-Man or the wonky-faced SpongeBob, where the eye is like dipping down into the nose, and you're like, what?
The deformed Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, the Bugs Bunny hit different, man. That one was the best. All right, so that was my number one. What's your number one?
All right, my number one. I'll be honest with our listeners here. I know my voice makes me sound otherwise, but I'm not the tallest guy, folks. I gotta sit down, take this lightly. I'm only about 5'10", and growing up through high school, I was pretty short. So my parents told me that you better be careful because drinking coffee will stunt your growth. And it didn't, like, in the slightest. I drank coffee since, like, 7th grade, which I was, 11 or 12 years old. I mean, I didn't hit a big growth spurt till I was maybe 17, 18. Like, I went into high school 4'10", maybe. And I came out... I don't even know if I came out as tall as I am now because I'm like 5'9", 5'10" on a good day. I don't know. Let's say I came out 5'10". So I grew a foot in high school when I was like drinking a ton of coffee. So I don't know if that's a wives' tale, where it comes from, if it doesn't even make sense to me. But drinking coffee will stunt your growth is a lie that my parents told me.
I think that's a lie that a lot of parents tell kids because they probably just don't want them to have caffeine and like get all wired.
Yeah, but kids have it like, they don't say soda stunts your growth or candy.
Yeah, but they also say like working out or like lifting at a young age stunts your growth. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was like always afraid to work out as a kid because I'm like, if I lift weights, I'm not going to grow.
Yeah, I heard that too. That might though. It feels like, because that's like you're putting a lot of like stress and weight on a developing bone structure, right?
But I mean, I mean, maybe that wasn't a lie though, because I don't drink coffee and I didn't really drink it in high school either. And I grew a foot in high school as well.
Yeah, but you're not freakishly tall. You're like, looking at your family, it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm the tallest one in the family though. Like,
yeah, but you're not like a head taller than...
I'm a head taller than Hope, that's for sure. She's short as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And, well, she doesn't... it can't be true because Chelsea drinks coffee more than Hope, for sure. And she's taller than Hope. Yeah, you know what? It's a bunch of BS. I call it. Boom. Stamp of approval. That is a lie.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I guess it's just protecting caffeine intake, but that's like the stupidest lie.
It could be, like just teaching the kids young, like, because I mean, I guess technically it could be addicting. So like, they don't want their kids getting addicted to caffeine or coffee or like relying on it every single morning to wake up.
Yeah. All right.
Terrible.
What's your number two?
All right, my number two was not from actually it was from my parents, but it was directly from my grandpa because we were, little kids at the time. I think I was maybe in 1st or 2nd grade, and they were all downstairs playing cards, and we just kept bugging them over and over and over to let us play or do something that involved playing with the kids because, we were just us three and we were bored. So my grandpa was like, oh my God, like he was never mean or anything, but I could just tell that he was like, he had this plan, like just the wheels were turning in his mind. How can I get these kids the fuck away from me? So he told my sisters that if they took me upstairs and dressed me like a girl, I would turn into a girl at midnight if we stayed super quiet and stayed upstairs until midnight hit. It was like 10 o'clock at this time, right? So that was 2 hours of me in a freaking dress with like blush on my face. You gotta remember, I didn't want to be a girl, okay? So
I think it's so funny that your sisters didn't want anything to do with you. They just wanted you to be a girl.
Yeah, and they were able to like not pin me down, but they were able to overpower me, and they were able to put a friggin' dress on me. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. But yeah, there's a picture around somewhere.
Cross-dressing began.
Oh, that's not cross. I'm a girl. I have a full-on vagina now.
Oh,
So I guess
your
it wasn't.
grandpa was right.
I guess it wasn't a lie. Well, no, it was a lie because it happened at 11:30, not 12 o'clock.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I remember like very distinctly when it happened because it was like a traumatic experience for me a little bit. Two girls pinning me down, putting a dress on me and makeup, and I'm like, please no.
All right, my number 2 is pretty widespread. It's not something that's new to anyone. I just think it's a weird concept, and how I came to discover it being a lie is just silly. So my number 2 lie my parents told me is the Easter Bunny. I'd like to first bring up the absurdity of why there is an Easter Bunny. I don't get it. I don't know why there's a bunny that... He doesn't go around collecting carrots or other things that bunnies collect. He collects eggs, and then not just normal eggs that would be in the yard, like normal eggs are, but these are painted eggs. And let alone that the whole holiday itself is based off a religious, it's a religious holiday. And I don't, I'm pretty confident in saying I don't think there's anything about the bunny being related to, Jesus's death or rebirth in the Bible. I just don't know where the bunny comes in all of this.
It does not make any sense at all. They're like, oh, Jesus has risen. Here comes the Easter Bunny hiding a bunch of colored eggs. Whoa.
Like, do you think the bunny came first or Santa Claus?
I was actually talking about this with Kyle, and I was like, dude, there are so many lies that people tell their kids. Like, my sister, she this isn't on my list or anything, but she told my niece that the tooth fairy is a thing, but she also told her that she went to high school with her. Like, why? Why? Oh yeah. What am I gonna do with my kids? Tell my kids I went to school with Elvis Presley? Oh yeah. He like every single class. He was like, oh, can you answer this question right? He's like, yes, yes I can. He answers it right, and they're like, oh man, Elvis, you're so smart. Oh, thank you very much. No,
well,
I'm not
and
gonna
when
tell
your
my
niece
kids that.
gets smarter, she's gonna start doing the math. Like, wait a minute, if Daniel had the tooth fairy, but she was in high school when she was starting, wait a minute, this just doesn't make sense. All right, Mom, give me the yearbook. Point this bitch out. Where's the tooth fairy?
She's gonna figure out eventually and be like, hang on a second. She collects teeth. She was in high school at the same time that you were, Mom. And she was around when Uncle was a kid. Oh my gosh. She's a meth head. She has no teeth. And she's been held back so many times that she was able to go to high school with you, Mom. I get it now.
It all makes sense. We can't let this bitch in the house. So the way I found out that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist is because I think I was way too old when it happened too. I don't remember how old I was. But you get the Easter basket, and there was like a toy in there that was like this like ball or something. And I was opening it up, and my mom was there, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool, right?" I was like, "Yeah, this is super cool. Thank you, Easter Bunny." And then she goes, "Yeah, it glows in the dark, right?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't say it glows in the dark anywhere on here." And then she was like, "Oh, dang it, they told me that when I got it." Then like slow mo like camera zooming in on my face. I was like, what?
But okay, instinctively, did you think like, oh my god, my mom is the Easter Bunny? Or were you just like, this bitch lie?
Yeah, I was like, this is a freaking lie. I did not think my mom's the Easter Bunny.
Dude, okay, I thought my mom was a tooth fairy because I found her putting her hand under my pillow once, and I'm like, Mom? And she's like, no.
It's so funny. There's two ways of thinking about it. A, your parent is the Easter Bunny, or B, they're lying. Half glass full.
Well, the first thing I thought of was, she wouldn't lie. She told me that there is one. It must be her. There's no way. And then I find out later that everything she's ever told me was a fucking lie. Which brings me to my number 3. We love you all equally.
Oh yeah, that's a big lie.
No, I'm just kidding. That's not it.
I mean, it's probably deep down like a truth, but like there's gotta be favorites.
Oh no, there's definitely favorites for sure.
But I think it changes like actively.
Yeah, because
I wonder how often it changes. Who do you think it changes for more, your dad or your mom?
For my dad, I think it changed for him more than anyone else. My mom was very consistent. I was obviously her favorite, and it's always been that way, and it probably always will be that way. Like, no doubt about it. I'm definitely still her favorite. But with my dad, I think, pretty sure he wanted me to be his favorite more than it actually happened. And then, Hope is the favorite for sure with my dad. Definitely. They have so much in common, and they both have like the same work ethic, and they relate a lot, which is kind of the building blocks for a good relationship. But my mom consistently the entire I think I could like kill someone and she'd be like, he's my little angel, he's just so sweet. I mean, look how he killed her, it was just so nice.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Frozen waffles.
Frozen waffles. That was so funny. We both wake up and she's like, okay, what do you guys want for breakfast? Eggs, pancakes. You're like, oh, I usually just eat frozen waffles. Frozen waffles?
Frozen waffles?
Oh my God, that's been like a lasting joke since she said it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's damn near 10 years ago, boy.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone has these lies that their parents tell them about Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, and then also a universal one, which I didn't know that everyone had this until I asked around, and it seems like everyone else knew this. If you turn on the light in the car, it's illegal and they can get a ticket. But that's not true.
Yeah, why is that a thing?
It's not true, though. I don't know why everyone in the world, everyone's parents said that, but I don't think it's true.
Is it just people trying to be conscientious and like distracts other drivers?
I don't know. It was really weird because I asked around and like everyone was like, oh my God, my parents used to tell me this, but that's not true. And then also,
yeah, and who started it?
I don't have no idea. Maybe it was like in a movie or something.
Yeah, or maybe there was like one like gnarly accident in like the 70s and it scarred
and they're
our
like,
parents.
that's why you shouldn't do that. But then did you ever get this one too where your parents said, don't eat the seeds of the apple because you'll grow an apple tree in your stomach?
Yeah, maybe a couple times. I've heard that one around for sure.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick those ones. But yeah, those are all lies that everyone else had, so I'm like, I'm not going to use that one. But this is my actual third one, and I swear, I know everyone has heard this before because this is another universal one that your parents fucking lie to you every time, but you believe them. You believe them. It's so stupid. If you tell the truth, you won't get in trouble. That's a lie. That is a huge lie. Yep. I can't tell you how many times I told the truth and then still got hit with a paddle. I'm like, fuck. I had to tell the truth. I had to make sure you guys knew that I was lying, and I still got hit? Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if I know I've heard that around, but I don't know if that's ever come up in context with me.
Yeah, it usually happens when you're in trouble, and they're like, tell the truth.
So how many times did you fall for this before you discovered it was a lie?
Oh, I think I fell for it like a baker's dozen. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I fell for it like... Fool me 5 times. All right. Hey, I trust you. Okay, I did.
I mean, obviously, I'm a gullible kid if I just immediately believed that my mom was the Tooth Fairy. No, I think I fell for it like maybe, I would say at most 3 times. Probably 2, but definitely if it was at max, it was definitely 3.
Dang.
I think I learned after that. I'm like, you know what? It's weird. Every time I tell the truth, my ass hurts a lot.
Yikes.
All right. What's your number 3?
So my number 3 is something that was probably detrimental to my childhood diet. And my father told us that he was allergic to vegetables, and that's the reason why we didn't have vegetables during dinners. And come to find out, he just didn't like vegetables, and we just never ate vegetables. I didn't eat vegetables till I like got together with Logan, like legit.
That's
and
crazy.
Like whatever, carrots and corn, yeah, that's like one thing, but I would never have them just like straight up. And I don't think I had Brussels sprouts or broccoli like Kevin from The Office.
Yeah.
When he's eating the broccoli how else am I supposed to eat it? This is
I've never eaten this food before.
That was me. And because my dad convinced us that he was allergic to vegetables.
I feel like I'm nothing against your dad. I love your parents, first off. Just I miss them so much. Oh my gosh, it's insane. I was literally thinking about that today. I'm like, God, I haven't seen them in forever. I every single what is it called? Super Bowl. I go over there and hang out with them, and it's nice. We used to go over there all the time and play video games, and they used to wake me up when I was drunk on the couch and and like throw a blanket on me and stuff. They're the sweetest parents in the world. But telling your kid that you're allergic to vegetables so that you wouldn't have to eat them, I feel like that's bad parenting. I feel like you're supposed to make your kids eat vegetables, right?
Oh yeah, dude, bad parent. Well, they were pretty good. They were good parents. I mean, I turned out all right. I could have turned out worse.
I'm not saying that they're bad parents. I'm saying that instance, that's bad parenting. That's just like one.
Yeah, 100%. You gotta bite the bullet and eat the freaking vegetables.
I mean, I hate vegetables. I absolutely hate them. But if I ever have kids in the future, I'm gonna eat them, and I'm gonna tell my kids to eat them too. I'm gonna be like, look, you want to grow up big and strong, you gotta eat your vegetables. Which is another lie that my parents told me, which I know is a fucking lie because I didn't eat any vegetables when I was a kid, and I'm 6'2" and like 200 pounds. So suck on that.
Yeah, dude. And other great lie, just one of the most like genius marketing plays ever was that milk is strong for your bones. They convince all these parents that it's not true. That shit's not true. But it was amazing for the milk industry, the dairy industry.
Wait, it's not good for your bones? I thought the vitamin D was good for it and calcium.
Does milk? I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Does milk help bones? If you drink milk to keep your bones strong, there's good logic in it. Milk and dairy products are concentrated calcium sources, and we know calcium fortifies bones and prevents osteoporosis. However, a recent study suggests that while some milk may be good, more is not better. So I guess in moderation.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you that. They just say, got milk?
I really thought that milk was good for your bones this whole time.
Researchers found the surprising association after following the men and women in the study for 22 and 13 years respectively. Over this time, study participants completed questionnaires about milk drinking habits. After adjusting for other variables, they found that women who reported drinking 3 or more glasses of milk each day nearly doubled their risk of death in relation to women who drank less than 1 glass each day. Men were not as affected as women, but those who drank 3 or more glasses of milk each day still showed a significant increase in mortality.
Wait, so you're telling me if you drink more milk, you will die quicker than if you don't?
I believe that, dude, because, like, look, I've heard this, too, before. Look at other animals out there. No animal, like, drinks their mother's milk after they mature and grow up.
Yeah,
no one
true.
drinks milk. Why the fuck are, like, 30-year-olds drinking milk?
Hey, I love milk.
Can you imagine, like, just a full-grown lion finding its mom and trying to go for...
Its tits are dragging on the floor, and it's like, come on, Mom, let me get a suckle.
All right, before we wrap, I wanted to share a few lies that I told myself and one I told my brother during my childhood. A couple bonuses. One lie I told myself that I figured was true was that if you hold your breath, that's what makes you fall asleep.
No,
I don't know why
that's called
I thought
passing out.
Yeah. So like on weekends and stuff or weeknights when we're watching TV out in the living room and I'd be watching TV and then you start to doze off and if your parents think you're asleep, they'll just leave you there because you're sleeping. But if you're awake, they're going to make you, get up and go to bed so you can go to sleep. So to fool them and to stay out there and keep like listening to TV and like peeping and watching it, I would hold my breath so that they thought I was sleeping. And I thought that's how you went to sleep.
Oh, so you were holding your breath to pretend like you were asleep. You're not saying like, I'm going to hold my breath until I fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, I thought you were saying hold your breath and then you will be asleep. I'm like, no, that's called passing out, and I'm sure it's not good for your brain.
No, and I have felt nothing since.
No, but I used to do the same thing. It wasn't a lie that I told myself. It was just something that I was convinced was true, that like if you're sleeping, you don't breathe as much. So I was like, okay, I would literally hold my breath back. I go like I would like hold it back so that it looked like I was sleeping and my chest wasn't rising as much.
Yeah, so you just weren't moving.
They're like, oh my god, he's dead,
One
he's dying.
One lie I used to tell my brother, which is just a malicious older brother, is I used to have like these old school laptops. I don't even think it's like an on-brand brand that's out there anymore. But when it would get low on battery, it would start to beep very loud, like beep, 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 until you plugged in the charger to the battery source. And so whenever that would happen and we were hanging out watching TV or playing video games, I'd freak out and be like, Parker, it's gonna blow up. This is gonna blow up. Go get the charger. Go. And he would like freak out and sprint to my room and get the charger. It happened a few times, but like eventually he caught on to it. when I convinced him the laptop was gonna blow up just because I was too lazy to get up to go get the charger.
Oh God, that's funny. We used to hang out with this family that had a younger kid than me and Kyle, and we would play video games and stuff, but this kid loved video games so much that we, like, us as kids, we're like, dude, this kid has to stop playing these video games. So we were trying to figure out ways to make him stop. So one of the ways that we did this was we told him, we're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, the PS2 is getting kind of warm. We got to stop playing. It's going to overheat. We kept saying it was going to overheat. You know, we said it like so many times. And then, I don't know, maybe after the third time or fourth time, he's finally like, you know what? I don't believe this shit. So he like put his hand on top. He's like, it's not warm at all. And then turned it back on. And like, I'm like, oh, man.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm calling your bluff.
I felt kind of dumb though, because I got outsmarted by a little kid. Like, you know, it kind of brought me down a peg. I'm like, shit, maybe I'm not as smart as I thought.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, so there you go, folks. Those are 3 lies that our parents told us that we'll see which ones we carry on to our children. I think if I do one, it'll be probably the Easter Bunny, because I'm not ready to crack that nut. You know what I mean, dude? It's a big organization to take down there. I'm not taking down the Easter Bunny.
It's not a nut, man. It's an egg.
I can't crack that egg.
Yeah, I know if I ever have kids, I'm going to definitely tell them, obviously, you know, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, all that stuff. But I don't know for how long. I don't know. I actually don't know if I would do, like, Tooth Fairy. I understand, like, the logic behind it. Because
yeah, you got to.
I understand it because, like, you know, they're losing their teeth and they're like, oh my God, they're scared and it hurts. So you're like, well, the Tooth Fairy, making it like a magical experience for them to lose their teeth, and they'll get a reward.
It's more
if it
just
comes
so
out.
they're not the weird kid at school.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh, there are some
they
kids
come
in school.
home.
What?
Hey, what the heck? What the heck? Michelle and Johnny got money for their tooth. Why doesn't the Tooth Fairy love me?
Oh no. I would still give my kid money for each one. I'm just saying I would feel like I'm lying without a purpose. But also there are some weird kids out there that they, like, I'm serious, they know 100% that those 3 things are not real, and they fucking ruin it for all the other kids. I don't want my kid to be that kid.
I hate those kids.
I don't want my kid to be that kid. They grow up to be serial killers, I think. I mean, I don't want that's not cool.
I want my kid to find out when he's 14. Yeah, those kids you're talking about, they have like the lenses that transition from sunglasses to normal glasses when they walk in and outside.
Exactly.
You can't trust that kid.
They're the ones that are shoving carrots up their nose too. I say this because I know a kid in elementary school that had those glasses that did that. So I was like, you're describing him to a T. Like,
wait a minute, you saw him too?
Yeah. Oh my God, he's a ghost the whole time.
Turn around!
He's behind me!
Well, this was fun, man. I like doing some of these. I kind of, like I said, it's interesting to learn more about, other people's experiences. And so we like to do a lot of like dopey, haha, hee type of content, but I think some that are, just a little more, exposing of our past and stuff is also good to do.
It's good, and it's good the way that we're doing it, because you're making light of a situation where you were lied to and you were unsure of how to like handle the situation as a kid. Like literally, like I said, I thought my mom was a Tooth Fairy, and then she's like, no, I was just checking to see if you were sleeping. I'm like, yeah, I'm sleeping. Leave my friggin' tooth alone.
I'm watching you, lady.
I'm
watching you, Wazowski.
Always watching, Wazowski.
Always watching.
You didn't
file
your paper.
Listen, everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, you know the drill. Like and subscribe wherever you are listening to this now. Make sure you share it with a friend. It really helps us out. And then if you could be so kind as to check us out on our socials, over on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and MySpace. One of those we're not on. You can find us at Chiefin Pod or Chiefin Podcast on all of those.
And I would like if you guys could comment lies that your parents told you and see if they do match up with us. Put it out there. Let us know. If they don't, and you got some really weird ones that you're like, there's no way that my parents are the only ones, or maybe your parents are the only ones. I want to hear those, okay? I want to hear them all. I want to hear if they match up or if they are like unique. The more unique, the better.
Yeah, make sure you leave a comment, and until the next time, keep S-ing those D's.
Keep it chiefin' with those S&Ds.
S&D's of being chiefs.
Rikes?